Hello everyone and welcome to One Hub Racing Season 22. We're in the P3 tier and we are headed to Singapore for round 6 of this season. Joined in the comm box, well, mind you, I am Miss, your main commentator and your streamer. And we've got me again in the comms box with me.
Yep, hello everyone. So, Singapore, a technical circuit and the walls are very close. So, let's see what will happen today.
Yeah, one more thing to point out before we get completely underway. One Hub Racing channel has just hit 700 subscribers, so thank you very much everyone for that. One of the things we want to go forward to, but just a reminder before we get into anything else, your sponsors and partners, I don't suppose you have the sheet up again, so I'll start rambling through them. Next Level Racing sponsoring us with prizes, Pure Sim Gear, a product still not launched yet, but that's going to the driver with the most podiums. Gamer Goo provides samples of it to the trophy winners, and Aztec Sim Sports gives 2 different prizes. Driver with the most fastest lap will win a set of Forte pedals, and the driver with the shortest combined qualifying time will win a set of pedals and boots. Have you got the partners up?
My Discord isn't even open, so I don't have anything up right now.
Oh,
My
that's fine.
computer is slow.
I can go for
Luckily
it.
not my PlayStation.
I can go for it. Vespertine, who sponsor our official apparel, ERT. ERT gets going. Going gets tough award. So I cannot speak today. And the league trophies they provide for us, and SimGrid we won our community and league through them. They're a really nice, handy way of doing it.
Yep.
The action zones tonight will be down in, well, not really turn 5, more of turn 7, I'm pretty sure it is, down the first straight with the DRS, not the main one, but the second DRS one, and then down the turn after the hairpin. I don't remember exactly what turn it is, but if you can get the one out the hairpin, you should have the DRS, and you should be good to try to make an overtake there.
Yep, so there will be the main overtaking opportunities, and I think it is obviously a tiny bit hard to overtake, but I'm sure the drivers will be able to, or some at least, will be able to find some way through, and it's going to be an exciting coming up today.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a good one today. Evening, Jess. Fortunately, you can't be with us as you're away. Gonna have to miss you again. Missed you in Japan, and I have to miss you again. This is not fun. After getting driver of the day last week out in Bahrain, to having to miss again.
Yep, also the weather could play a factor as well.
With the very high chance of rain in Singapore, you never know what it's going to be. If I remember, we had yeah, it's a 95% chance in 20 races. In every 2.2 races, you've got a 95% chance of rain in Singapore. That is just crazy.
Yep, so I think the drivers, if the drivers do practice, I think some of them might have also done a tiny bit of wet practice, even though I don't think many people would like it, but you never know when it could rain.
Yeah, you never know if it's going to rain. And your track stats for the Marina Bay Street Circuit here in Singapore, a 5.063 kilometer circuit. We're going to have 31 laps around here. Most of the time, IRL at least, we reach the 2-hour limit before we can even get the race finished. I don't remember what the start was for it. I think it was like over the past 10 years we only had maybe 2 or 3 completely finished or something like that.
Yep. This year, I think we only got to lap 59. We missed out by 2, but obviously it was a wet race as well.
True, it was wet, it was delayed, and we had Sergio Perez win it. The 11th, well, the number 11 on is crossing the line at local time of 11 hours 11 minutes. Surprising to be like that.
Yep, so currently, I think we'll go through in a tiny bit the penalties and a few other stuff as well. We're just waiting for a few more drivers to get in, and then we'll be getting underway.
Yeah, hopefully getting underway in a second. But I forgot to finish off the track starts. 23 corners total, 14 to the left, 9 to the right, anti-clockwise circuit, minding that the track leopard wrap. Yeah, yes, you're really smart, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. Lap record still held by Kevin Magnussen, set in 2018. So that is just the nature of the circuit. I think it might have been last time with a completely dry race. But anyway,
I think it was
2019 maybe?
Yeah, it was 2019, yeah.
I think it might have been actually 2019. C5 through to C3 tyre compounds are allowed as well. And if anyone on the stream really wants to know what the pit loss time is, it's 25.5 seconds. So it's one of the longer pit lanes. I think it is. It's not the longest.
Yep.
The longest would be Silverstone. So I think it's definitely like the second longest, something like that.
Yep, as you can see on your screen, the timer is ticking down, so we are about to get into the 18 minutes qualifying.
Yeah, getting ready to go. Already got 6 viewers in the stream. And let's get underway.
So yeah, I just can't wait till we actually get into the screen to see what the weather is looking like.
Yeah,
well.
weather is going to play a big factor in this if it is wet.
Wet to dry qualifying, maybe? Wet to dry qualifying?
You never know. Have we got the TAS up? Still not initialized yet. Hopefully you set it up right.
Yep, I'll get it up now.
It's still not initialized yet. We need to wait until we get in.
Yep, as I said, my computer is a tiny bit slow for some reason. Let me just get it up. Luckily, my PlayStation isn't slow like this.
Yeah, just having to wait for Riley at the moment to pick his tyre compounds. I don't think he has. I think the game may have auto-selected it. Yeah, TAS is working, thankfully, and we have no rain at all. There was to be no rain here in Singapore, surprisingly.
Yep, I'm just gonna quickly get my TAS up.
Hello, Tristan. But we're getting into qualifying now. 18 minutes, well, it's now less than 7:15. We've already got drivers coming out in track. First one out would have been who's taking engine penalties actually. I think we were told earlier, and I don't remember. We have 3 of you on us actually. We've got John, we've got Bazza, Rudy, and King, who are all here tonight. So we've got 5 of the drivers taking engine pans. Hello, Yanni. Good to see you here. I should probably send out the link of this. Can't lie. Forgot to do that.
So as you can see, there are some cars coming out on the racetrack now on their out laps, and we're going to be getting a few laps to start ourselves off. But obviously, the fastest, and the pole laps will be coming right at the end where the track is at its best. And as Ace mentioned, no rain expected, so it's gonna be a track okay, let me speak properly, evolving situation here, but not in the wet, not wet to dry. It's just gonna be getting faster and faster with the cars on the racetrack.
Yeah, with more drivers coming out, the more chance of higher lap times. First two drivers out are two that are taking engine penalties. Google, no, he's not the first man out. It is Matthias. Should be the first man to set a lap here. That does not have an engine penalty.
Yep, so there's some drivers who do have an engine penalty will just need to come back in straight away.
Yeah, that is Jonas in. That is Rudy in as well. And now we'll go on board with Matthias. I forgot to fix my camera settings as well. That's gonna be annoying me all day. But through first sector he heads, and on to the DRS straight now. Again, the exit that he wants. ERS being used all the way down towards turn 7. Not 7. I can't speak. Through turn 7, get the exit down on the power early, down to 3rd into 8, and through down in towards turn 9, keeping it in 4th gear. Now down towards 10. Can he keep it going? Keep it within those white lines. Down to 3rd. Keep it out of the barrier through the bridge section. He's had a little bit of oversteer there. Held it. Who is that yellow flag for? Not too sure. Was that Riley by any chance? But he's in towards sector 3 now. Keeping it on the track. Keeping it within those white lines. And through now in towards turn 18. Under the bridge. And back out. Into 21 and now into the final 2 corners. Keep it on the wall there. Keep it within these 2 white lines. And across the line he goes. There's a 138.6. Who is next? I think it's Lawrence. It was, for some reason I don't have his POV, and it's a 39 flat. Who's next? I think it's a Drillo. He is on a out lap. Then it is a McLaren. That would be Hooky. 38.9. P2 for now. Who was that? Quinn. 39.5. 5/10 off his teammate at the moment.
Yep. So I think we're just waiting for more laps. Oh, spinning around. I think that's a driller, but he just finished his. Has he? No, I think he was on his lap. Right. So he's had a spin.
Yeah, he probably would have spin. Google has invalidated his lap. Who's actually on a lap at the moment? Nick. P1. 38.4.
Yep, good lap by Nick there to go to the top for now, but there is still more laps coming. As Rageman also on an out lap. Yellow flags to the 2nd and 3rd sector. That may just be someone backing off.
Yeah, it's Matthias backing off to keep. I think that may have been Lawrence. It is him.
Yep, Giggle is on a lap now.
Yeah, he is on a lap at the moment.
Just quickly gonna get something up. Right, perfect. So as you can see, Matthias back in to the pits, as now we have Giggle, as I've already said, on his lap then. and he's gonna now come. And this part is very technical. You need to get it right. And you can see Adrillo's first lap time, 20 seconds off, over 20 seconds. Well, he backed off on that lap, so that won't matter. But now let's see then, as he makes his way, Giggle, to the last few corners of this racetrack, which are turn number 16, turn number 17, and then you're into 18 and 19. You got to keep it in track limits. Let's see, can he do that successfully? And he's going to be on the power again. Riley across the line to 6. Let's wait for Giggle. And he goes to 6th, just ahead of Riley.
Just to let you know, the final corners are 21 to the 23, not 16, 17, 18.
Oh, hold on, I think I may have actually the wrong map here. I think it was a few years ago.
Yeah, you may have the old one up, because the last corner is 23.
Yeah, I do. The Singapore Sling is on here. I definitely do. Let me get an updated one.
How have you pulled the Singapore Sling up?
I just went on Google, found it.
Fair enough.
This I think is... Right, okay, this must be the updated one, yep.
I just go on the F1 website. Richmond has invalidated Trunders, starting his lap now. And I'm thinking, Drillo, yeah, he is still on his lap. 18 seconds up, he is on for a 41. If he can nail this final sector in towards 22, he goes now, keeping it on the power, lifting off a bit, braking a tiny bit, and up to the line to 40.2. Not a bad lap from him. Who is next? That would be Riley on an in lap, and then a Williams. It looks like a Red Bull for me, like that thought. But it is the Williams of Kingdom, the only Williams we have today, as we do not have Jess. I think we're also missing Jason in an Aston Martin. We're also... Who else are we missing?
Well, actually, I've just been here one race, so I'm actually a tiny bit unsure, but I can maybe... I'll just quickly take a look, as the spinner
Apex,
was
we don't
Giggle.
have. Just remember that.
Yeah,
we don't have Apex. Is that Giggle going slow? It is. You need to remember, where the pit lane sign is, that is not the pit lane entry line. Please do not brake there, because you'll probably brake check someone, especially if you're on the safety car, and they may hit you into the pits and give you a speeding pen. Do not think you want that. We do not have Jason, and I don't think we have... There's someone else I'm missing, and I can't tell who it is. It's not a Fry, we're not missing McLaren, we're not missing the Merc, no Haas, no Alpha, no Alpine. It's a Williams and Aston Martin, a Red Bull, and there's... Oh, it's enough time missing. We're missing Indecisive.
Yep. So Trunders invalidated his I think lap, but I think that may have been an out lap.
Yeah, Quinn on a lap again, but Roy goes through his lap. Championship standings after last time out in Barry, and the only penalty that we had from last week would have been Quinn actually getting a 5 second, but he kept his P4, so it did not matter. And after round 5, Nick still leading the way, 5 points clear of Lawrence, and then we've got Adrillo in P3, King in P4, and Jonas in P5. That's with 47 points. You need to remember that is not a lot compared to Nick's 83. That's only after 5 rounds. Fry leading the championship. Actually, they are leading, but they were tied with Merck now, 112 points each, and then Red Bull almost halfway back, only on 61.
Yep, so leaving the pits, Giggle and Matthias to go... Oh no, I think that is new soft
Quinn across
tires
the line.
for another event.
5 tenths
So, yeah,
improvement, and he doesn't improve the position.
Yep, also, I meant attempt rather than event. Just letting you know. Lawrence, I think, to second. I don't know if I think I might have missed that earlier.
Yeah,
Yep, he is halfway across the map.
Hooky, I was about to move on to him. 38.1 provisional pole at the moment. Riley, you finally decided to join after you find out it wasn't on Twitch.
Yep, good luck by Hooky there.
Hell says, that would be, why am I going this way? It would be one of the Haas, I think. Night lap as well as good, and then Lawrence on night lap as well, I think.
Yep, as we'll be getting more fast laps coming in as we reach the end of this session. Is this Matthias then starting a new lap?
Yeah, Matthias starting his lap. Already in towards turn 3. We've got 5 minutes left in the session to go. Question is it going to be Hooky on pole, or is it going to be Nick or someone else outside the top 2 to snatch it off him?
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a late surprise.
I can go full power off my engine at the game and my Wi-Fi doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, right, your Wi-Fi has been on strings, I think. Hanging on by a thread. But Matthias down in towards the bridge, in towards the hairpin of 13. Taking it in 3rd gear, getting on the power nice and early. DRS open and down towards the sector 3. 8 tenths improvement so far. Ridgeman just went P5 and in towards 16. He's heading towards the bridge section by 3rd gear. Keep it there. Already up to 4th, 5th. Not going in 6th, bringing it down to 3rd, and now 3. 20 and 21 down towards 22. Can he improve enough to take provisional pole off Hooky? It's going to be across the line, and it is provisional pole by 7 tenths. You've just taken provisional pole by 7 tenths of a second. Hooky 1.4 improvement. What a lap that was. Well, 1.1 or something like that I think it was. I'm not too sure, but what a lap.
That was an excellent lap, and I'm unsure if anyone can beat him, but there is still going to be laps coming, so we can't say anything yet, but it's going to get so tight at the end, hopefully, or will Matthias' lap remain far away from the rest?
Yeah, the bottom 5 at the moment, they're not allowed to come out again. They're the ones with grid penalties.
Yep. So
who is that? That's Trunders. He's spun it down the bridge. Needs to get out of the way before Matthias and Adrillo close up to him.
Yep. So Hooky then coming out on a brand new set of tires. He'll do his absolute best to try and take the top spot, but he's gonna have to put up a mega lap. But it is possible. So let's see how the last 2 minutes of the session will go.
Yeah, 2 minutes 15 left in the session. These are going to be the final laps. Championship leader heading out the pits now. Can he take provisional pole back? He needs to improve by at least a second, I'd say. If he wants to have a chance of this.
Yep. Nick's the championship leader, right?
Nick.
Perfect. I was a bit confused between him and Lawrence, but...
yeah, Tronda's starting his lap. I think Matthias actually came into the pits. Go out lap. He's going to have to storm wine quickly if he wants to make it. Quinn out lap as well as Lawrence. He needs to get wine pretty quickly if he still wants to get another lap into Thunders down towards turn 7 with DRS open up the 8th gear and dropping it back down to 3rd, 4, 7, 3 down in towards 8 in 2nd gear towards 9, bringing it up to 5th, dropping it back down the 3rd. He is on for a good lap if he can keep it right at the moment. 3rd gear up, doesn't bring it up to 4th, actually drops it back down to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, don't put it in 6th, dropping it down to 1st, 1 too low. Who's that spun? Is that Drillo behind him? I would have spun.
Might just be.
But
If
in
it is,
towards 14, he's 79 thousandths down on his previous best. If he can't improve here, he's staying in P7 at least for now. And through 16, 17, 18 and 19, the bridge section, under the bridge, don't hit the wall with your rear tyres. Through 19 you go, dropping it back down to 3rd, 20, keeping it in 3rd, 21, up to 4th, 5th, 6th, dropping it back down to 5th and come across the line. Can he improve on his lap time? It's a 139.6, almost 1.5 improvement. He stays in P7. Drillo spinning down by the hairpin, won't be able to improve on this lap. Qualifying is also over. He's staying here in P8. He cannot set another lap now. What can Riley do?
Yep.
5 and almost 6 tenths up in the 2nd sector. P7, 7 tenths improvement. Kingdon, 1.4 improvement. Put him up P7. What can Hooky do now? This track is ramping up completely. 6 tenths up in the 2nd sector. Through 19 and in towards 20. Can he improve? Through 22 and 23 to come across the line now. He looks like he's got a good lap here. Can he improve on it? It's a 137.2 and he goes provisional pole. Can anyone steal it off him? It's going to be Quinn to come on the final corner. Can he improve? It's only going to be a 38.4. He's only P4 at the moment. Nick, 7,000 down on his lap time. Doesn't look like he can. He's just invalidated there.
Yep.
Who's next? It's going to be Giga, I think. It is 6 tenths up. He's looking for 39.7 if he can keep this lap on. And across the line, it's going to be that 39.2, P7 for him. Can Lawrence improve now? It's only P3, 4.5 tenths improvement. I think we've only got one driver left, which is going to be Trunders, but he's coming into the... Actually, no, he's going to finish his lap off. It's not improved, though, so qualifying is over.
Yep, we thought that Matthias may not be beaten, but Hooky came up with it right at the end, and he put in the lap to go 2 tenths faster, so that's an excellent job by him. He'll be alongside Matthias, and those are the top 2 who will lead the field away from the front row.
Yeah, the Welshman taking pole position right at the death of this qualifying session. Matthias P2, Lawrence P3, Belgian championship leader only P4, Quinn in P5, Ridgman P6, then Giggle, Kingdon, Riley and Trunders running at top 10. Then we've got Drillo, the last of the ones not taking engine penalties. Then we've got Rudy, John, Buzzer, Jonas and King, but they've all got engine penalties. But as we go onto the formation lap now, who's taking the win tonight? And I've just hit my knee on my wheel clamp and that hurt like hell.
Yep, I move around my whole room when I'm commentating. Sometimes I trip. A lot of incidents happen, but I pretend they do not happen. Right, so yeah, the different tyres, and I think... okay, let's go into the formation lap, and then I'll maybe predict who I'm going to go for the win.
Yeah, I just went over to try to grab something from the other side of the bed, and I've just completely whacked my knee off my wheel clamp. Hurt like hell, but I'm just gonna live with it. I should probably move my chair back, I can't lie.
Yep, I'm unable to. I'm actually when I comment, I'm actually unable to sit. Like, I think the real commentators as well.
Oh yeah,
Some of them
yeah.
don't sit.
Well, I know some don't, but especially when you get towards like the final lap. Say it's like you've got 2 laps remaining completely, and you're on the final lap, and it's like a battle for the win. You want to just stand up and live it. Thing is, where can I even move my chair? I can probably put it back in the corner for now, but the thing is, my mum's moves things back into where I normally put it. That's better.
Yep. Are you expecting a safety car on lap 1? Let's just get that out of the way because we had one in Bahrain.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll predict that we will have a safety car at some point. I think we're definitely gonna have a safety car at some point.
Yeah. I remember one of my other races when I was commentating in our league. There had been like 2 or 3 safety cars already, and then it was like lap 16, safety car comes in, and I say during the break, safety car is going to come in this lap, but it's going to come out on lap 17, down by the hairpin. By the time we get to the hairpin, I was right.
Yeah.
And somehow we had a safety car on the lap and just came back out.
Formation lap underway. Let's see the tires then straight away.
Oh, there is a
Ooh.
wide range of it here.
All tires being used.
Justin, I cannot say what you've just said, but I'll just keep that in my head.
Yeah.
Don't bother today. I'll say that actually. Anyway, Hooky, top 2 on the softs, and we got Lawrence on the mediums, Nick on softs, Quinn on hards. So the Mercs are going opposite strategies. Rageman on the softs, Giggle hards, King Jen and Riley on the mediums. Trundles on hards, he is spun mind.
Yep.
And then the 2 Alpines, medium and soft, John on softs, Bazza and Jonas on mediums, and King on softs. Why would I
we have
start
a
on
lovely
hards?
split.
Why would I start on hards? Probably because tire overheating is a big factor here in Singapore, which I think you should know because it's your home race.
Yep. So we could see Nick maybe on the attack getting past Lawrence because of the tire difference, and then we may see Quinn dropping a tiny bit back, and Rageman may get past him, and then Giggle also possibly dropping a tiny bit back. So we're gonna see. I'm predicting a lot of change throughout the order on this opening lap.
Only in turn 16, that's fine. There's after room. That's one good thing about a wireless headset. You can walk out the room and still be able to hear someone. But as we head towards the end of the formation lap, in towards 20 and 21, we're gonna get running here in about a minute. Well, maybe 30 seconds or something like that. But yeah.
Yep, the drivers will get into position. Let's see who actually gets disqualified on the formation lap. Already won.
The first one. Nick, championship leader. King Jan, John.
I actually have a good camera angle for
Big
once.
gamble to start on hard, yeah it is. Yeah, we've got a decent camera angle here at least. As we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It is pedal to the metal, and we are racing here in Singapore. Go, go, go! And it is a good start for Nick on those hot, soft common tyres, already up in towards P3, going in towards turn 1. Lawrence in P2, getting past some tyres as well, down to P4 already. as well in the back on John, trying to make up some positions. Quinn already down to P8, not having a good start on those hard compound of tyres. Already down 3 positions from where he started. Riley, 5-second time penalty, gaining position while cutting the corner. And there was already a crash down in the back. Who is that? It is Johnson, and we've got at least a VSC on lap 1.
Ooh. Yep, looks like it's the virtual safety car, and not the safety car, but the virtual, and Lawrence was putting Hooky under pressure straight away through the first sector, but we have now all slowed down to take a bit of a breath as we have a virtual safety.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my voice after like 3 laps here, I swear. Optimal strategy that has been said is it's not.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was Riley who made contact with Woodson. I think. Might have been.
I think so. Soft, medium, medium. Gaza. Soft, medium, medium has been what's been said, but we should get running again in Singapore. Thank you very much, Tristan, for what that comment is. Is VSC going to go away? King's just got a drive through for it, but we are back racing again. Lawrence has got a good restart on Hooky down towards turn 1, taking the position back off him, and he's up into P1 after starting in P3.
Oh no, Hooky down.
Who's mind? Hooky? Oh wow,
yeah.
Okay. Mind already down to P12. He's going to lose out on a couple more of his teammate. Down to P14 after starting on pole position. That's not what he wants at all. Has he got a puncture? He's just going slowly, but I don't think he got one on that. Riley's changing his front wing though, but I think Quinn on those hards has got them warmed up again, and he is back on the way trying to chase down Giggle for P6 in this race. Can he make the move down towards 14? Doesn't seem like he's got the pace in the moment for it. He's only 6/10 back, but Matthias is closing back in. What is Matthias on? I think he's on the mediums or the hards. Oh, he's actually on softs. Okay.
Soft. Yep. He just got.
Oh, it was Lawrence on the mediums. It was Lawrence on the mediums.
Yep. So he has good pace on those mediums to get into the lead, and we have Matthias putting Nick under pressure. Matthias just didn't get
spun line? That's
off the line
at the back.
well.
Riley spun line at the back. Who spun line there as well? That is a massive crash. Quinn has no front wing.
Ooh.
That might bring out a VSC or a safety car, but Trundles has just made a perfect overtake on Giggle through the bridge section, taking him down the inside of, sorry, I have hiccups, 18, and then running outside 19. What a move that from the AlphaTauri driver. Quinn, 5-second time by speeding the pit lane. Not what he wants at all.
Yep, already so much going on straight away here in Singapore. We can see Matthias putting Nick under pressure.
Yeah. I'm just keeping an eye on this battle for P7 at the moment. But I think I'll move up to the battle for P2. Matthias. Fastest sector 1 showing on the mini-map. And he is trying to close back in, take back that P2 that he lost off the start. There was someone sprinting in. It's Riley down by the bridge. That's after 17.
Right, so it looks like Nick has lost his front wing. That's why he's very slow. That's what it says on the TAS, I think.
Who's lost his front wing?
Nick. So that's why he's very slow.
Has he got wing damage?
Yep, I don't think we can see it, but I think
it might not be
that's
visual,
why it's affecting him. Yep.
It may not be visual, but I think it is there for him. He is already losing. He's lost at least 1.2 on that lap to Lawrence.
Yep, he got the damage on lap 2, and he's been struggling since then, and now Matthias is right on the tail as we head into the last few corners, and there will be an opportunity into one maybe.
Yeah, down towards 1. He's going to have the best opportunity here. Lawrence in the fastest lap with a 42.3. Sorry, that's a 42.93, sorry. But in towards 1, he can't.
In comes King.
Yeah,
So
King is into the pits.
Yep.
King started in last, and he's already up to, what, it was like P9 or something like that? He got up to?
Matthias now. He's gonna go to the inside. He was trying around the outside, switches to the inside. Nick keeps his foot in, and he keeps the position.
Keeping that position now, but through 8 and then towards 9. They're losing time to Wageman as well with all this fighting. It would just be smarter if Nick just let him go.
Well,
he wouldn't
also
lose
Lawrence
as much time.
Yep, Lawrence is also pulling away, so
yeah,
it's lovely
he's already
for Lawrence
pulled out
on those
another
mediums.
1.5 gap. Matthias almost pushing him through 12 there and into 13, trying to go on the outside. You're going to have to back out of that. And with the DRS, he may have the better opportunity here. That halo is still bugging me off, but it is okay for now. And in towards 14 he goes, keeping his foot in.
Yep, he's going to be very
pushing
close,
him through. Can he go for the move here in the bridge section? He can't do it there. It's too tight to go 2x2 through that.
Yep, maybe a late dive up into 1 could be possible, as I think there's a position change.
Jonas passed Baza on the
Nick's
exit
in,
of
Nick's
17, and
Nick's coming
is
into
the pits. Getting off those soft tires early.
And changing the front wing as well.
Keep an eye on that, would you? I'll keep him this battle for P2 at the moment, as Wageman is trying to close back in and make up even more positions that he had. Only started in P6 and he's gaining rapidly.
Yep, so Nick onto a set of mediums, and obviously he did have the front wing change as I mentioned, so he's going to be back onto the circuit. Can he be ahead of his teammate King? No, he's going to be behind. What about Quinn? Yeah, he'll definitely be ahead of Quinn as he gets into turn number 1.
Oh, but I just need a drink.
Also,
mouth is going very dry.
Yep, and Matthias, as Hooky said to pass the lap, Matthias now needs to use the advantage of whatever soft tire he has left right now, as obviously he'll be wearing, but let's see if he's able to close in now with no Ferrari ahead of him.
Yeah, with Jonas as well, closing in on Trunders.
Was there a mistake from Trunders? He looks very slow, momentarily. He's a tiny bit wide now, and there may be an opportunity with DRS. I think he's going to be a bit too far back on this occasion.
Yeah, I think he is a little bit too far back just to try it.
So yep, Hooky flying as he's going to try his best. Oh, so Hooky is a Hooky pit, like I think about 2 laps ago, so he's just going to be using the advantage of clean air, and he'll try and come back somehow to the front, and he's trying to do it with a different strategy, and he is flying with faster sectors.
Yeah, he pits 3 laps to go to be exact. But Jonas trying to get the move done there. Almost got it in towards 1. He's going to have a better opportunity in towards 7.
Yep, he needs to set a good exit up, and he's got a good exit. He's going to use ERS, and he'll have an opportunity now into turn number 7.
Going for it he is, and he's taking the inside line now, and he is past Trunders, but Trunders still on the outside. Can he keep this position? And he's lost it already in towards 8. And he is down to only P6, which is still good enough for him at the moment. Jonas up 10 positions.
Yep, so Trunders obviously on the hard tire, so he doesn't have that much pace compared to Jonas, who is going through up into 5th. And let's see, do we have any other close battles? Doesn't look like so far. I think Manston also possibly closing a bit in on Bowser. Did he get the DRS this time around? No, he didn't. So he's just a tiny bit quiet right now on lap number 6, but there's more strategy to come, so I'm sure he'll get a tiny bit more interesting. But Lawrence, I think, is extending his advantage a tiny bit as it goes back down to 3.7, but he is extending his advantage. When I last saw it was around 5 seconds, it's gone now to 6. And Nick is also flying. Yep, Rageman's in. Nick is also flying. We're obviously on the new set of mediums, setting faster slaps. This time with not a damaged car.
Between the Ferraris, King has been demoted to P11. That is also John into the pits. Those soft tyres are dying now.
King is coming in. Nick with the fastest lap, not a surprise as he's flying as well. So let's see where Hooky is compared to them. As he makes his way down into turn number 1, he's gonna be ahead of Mason. Yep, Mason. Where did I get it from?
I don't know. Or if you're like me and you'd rather call them by the first name, John. That's what the J and his username stands for. Nick.
Actually,
4 times the gap.
Yeah, I do comment on Manson, so I think that's why I might have said that. Not a surprise. Nick on the back of Rageman. Obviously, Nick has his tires warmed up, and Rageman will now be getting his tires warmed up. He'll be getting into better shape. Can Nick maybe try one with the DRS? But he doesn't have too much ERS.
Not too much ERS left, but he is trying to close in on back of that Aston Martin. But we also need to keep an eye on that battle for the provisional P3. It's going to turn into P2 though.
Matthias.
Nick getting on the curb there.
Yep. Tiny bit wide for Nick. Well, actually, it's very wide for him. Which lost him a tiny bit of time. Is now into the pits for Matthias. Onto self medium he goes and back out. Yeah, coming back out now. He's going to be ahead of Adrillo or not. He's coming on the pit straight. Is he going to be ahead? Adrillo is through at least. Can anyone else get through? I think. Rageman.
Oh, they've come out side by side. Oh, he's been punted in the wall. That's not going to be good. That's probably going to go to the Sturds later on.
Nick and Matthias are side by side.
Side by side down the straight. Who's got there? It's actually Nick trying to keep ahead, and with those warmer tyres, he is ahead.
Be able to do so. As Jonas will be trying now to make a move with DRS. Kinjin is out of shape. Now once again, ERS and DRS. He'll have a big opportunity now. Can he go to the inside? Lay on the brakes? No. Couldn't make the move on that occasion. Could have gone for the late dive run, but there is always a chance you can have contact, so he thought better of it, and he will have more opportunities coming. So obviously these are the drivers on the mediums, Jonas, Kinjin and Lawrence, and then behind them Trunders on the hards, Baza and Adrillo as well on the mediums as well. Now into the last 2 corners. A lot of curb usage for Jonas because he probably wants to get the move done, and he has a big opportunity into turn number 1.
Taking it right on the outside. Can he go for the switchback? Maybe in towards 3. He is closing in, trying to go for it there, taking too much curb, spins him behind. That's gonna be going to straight 100% later.
A lot of things going to the steward, but yeah.
Oh, it's a street circuit. What do you expect?
Yeah, I don't think he had Thunders is round.
Spun on his own. Can he get it back round? He's getting it back round, and he's going to be down. I think that might be behind Matthias, maybe. Nope, he is behind Rageman.
Yep, Rageman getting on Adrillo. Let's see then. Can't do anything.
Nick trying for it there. He was trying for it in towards it, but he couldn't do it. So we've now got a 4-way fight for P5 may turn into a 5-way if Matthias can close in a little bit more.
Yep, Nick is incredibly close as well. Momentarily, I thought he was going to go for a late dive bomb.
In towards hairpin, trying to take a wider line. The DRS train though, who can close in faster and go for the move? Doesn't look like anyone can. Thunder's very close to the back of Ridgeman though.
Yep, so this is a very close and exciting scrap going on. As you can see, very close between them. Thunders was pushing Rageman, and as Rageman is also pushing Adrella through these corners. And if he gets close, he may have an opportunity into turn number 1. And he is getting close. As you can see, Adrella obviously has...
Nick, taking a lot of curb there.
Ooh.
Trying to do it through 23. He's got the run on Thunders that he wants. But Matthias has actually gone for it.
Matthias!
I wasn't.
Yeah, Matthias.
I wasn't looking at Matthias. He's just gone for it completely.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna mug them both and take 2 positions. Well, he's had to wait for the second one. He may have an opportunity now with the DRS into turn 7, and you can see they're battling up ahead as well.
He's already gone for it. Ridgeman's up into P5 as well.
Yep, a very exciting scrap there. As Rageman
Who's
pulling a tiny bit away. Yellow flags.
Riley.
So Matthias very close. Can he go for a move? He's going to the outside to get a better exit. Very close. But he's going to lose a tiny bit out on the exit and may actually be vulnerable to Thunders, who's going to try maybe now a move. Can he go to the outside into the pits? Comes Lawrence as well. As they make their way through. And you can see Nick is also waiting for this scrap, and Matthias obviously on the back of a Drillo as Lawrence, let's see, onto a set of hards and makes his way down into turn number 1. And he's going to be in second place. Still, Kington making his way. And he's currently runs in third. Back over to this exciting scrap. Oh no! Matthias tags Adrillo around and they make contact. And we were watching them, but I think maybe a bit too early on the power as they come together. And now we're going to have Thunders who will be trying to overtake Matthias down the straight, but he's got a bad exit. And I think Nick may be having a go now into turn number 7. Using the ERS. Inside line for Nick. He's going to try and they're going to make contact again as Nick spins around. Once more, contact on contact, and once again, I think something may need to go to the steward's office, but more contact between them. And I think Ace might be just doing something quickly. So, as we see Giggle right on the back of Quinn, who is on the back of Thunders now, and this battle continues as we go under the bridge and on the power once more.
Yeah, so I am back. For some reason, I just got a call from someone, and
no worries.
Oh no,
Adrillo's wide. Adrillo is wide.
Yeah, Nick's trying to go for it.
Ooh,
that's gonna be close.
He's wide again.
And he's gone
Nick's
for it there, and he's through up in towards P10. Hooky may be able to take this place back off Adrillo as well.
Yeah, it's all kicking off for these mid positions as we see Hooky on the back, and I think is Adrillo coming in? Yes, he is.
Thunders is in.
Yeah, Thunders is in as well. The Hooky stays out. I thought he was coming in.
Riley's retired. That's down at 11, and the virtual is out.
Virtual. Yep. So, will we see any pit stops except the ones
King.
who have already come in?
5 sec.
Yeah, let's see how long this virtual safety car lasts. Could Jonas or the people who have 11 laps old mediums possibly come in? Obviously unsure what strategy they are on, but let's see. They may be doing something a bit different, and obviously we're just gonna have to wait and find out how this strategy game plays out. There's a lot of strategy in this race, and obviously we're having a lot of spins and contacts as they're getting involved in different battles, so I guess at the end we'll figure out how this order comes, but we are back underway.
Yeah, back on the way, Riley. That was really not your day. You've had bad luck all season long. Whether that being your Wi-Fi spins or just a little bit of contact. Not being. Jonas is into the pits now, getting off those mediums for his first pit stop. You need to remember, Lawrence is in P1 now, and he's already made 1 pit stop. Kingdon and Basil still haven't pit. Kingdon's actually in now.
Basil's wide opportunity. Rageman is gonna get through to the inside, and yes, he has been able to do so.
Yep, up in P2 now for him.
Yeah, Basil was wide coming out of the last 2 corners. That cost him down the straight, and Basil managed to find a way through. As let's see where Kingdon comes out. He's going to be just ahead of the McLaren of Mason. Got it right this time.
What are the gaps looking at the moment? Nick is the closest one, it seems.
Yep, so Adrillo also had to change his front wing in his last pit stop as well.
Ah, okay, that's why it was a little bit slower.
Yep, so he had damage, he got damage on lap 3, so he had to just change it on lap 12, so just earlier. Let me just check if there's any other.
P3 and P4 is closing in 0.4 of a second now. Balzer's coming into the pits. Matthias is back in the P3 now. And he did get DRS on that lap as well. So he's going to be trying to hunt down Rageman to get up into P2. The only person to make their 2 stops at the moment is King, but I don't think that's going to be his last one, as Hooky is the first one, I think, to get a 3-second time penalty. He is the first one to get a time penalty for the track limits. Balzer coming out of the pits now. Where is he going to be coming out? He's going to be out in front of Trunders.
Yep, just doing something quickly on the task, just getting as much information as I can.
Has anyone got wing damage at the moment that you can see?
Nope, no damage currently being shown, so no drivers currently running with damage, luckily.
Yeah, no one having damage is going to be good. But Nick is closing in on Giggle now. It's now 0.5 of a second.
Yep, so Nick is gonna be on the back of Giggle, but Giggle's also lost the DRS. Just about know he's back in, so I think he'll just about get DRS.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna have it. You're on his fastest lap, 40.7. we have seen Nick taking quite a lot of the curbs today.
Yep.
Hopefully he has
Not that much this
no
time.
like underbody damage or anything like that. But I'm going to move up to the battle quickly for P3 as Jonas trying to get a good exit out of 5. And now with DRS open, he is going for it. He is going for it. And he is up in the P3 now, back into those podium positions. And he is up 12 positions where we started in P15. Nick is trying to go for the move on Giggle, who is spun on. That's going to be a Drillo. That is down on the exit of 21.
Yep, not going the Drillo's way, as Jonas will now try and make a move on Rageman, and he is closing in. As you can see, he may actually even be able to make a move immediately as a Drillo in and gets a penalty at the same time. Now let's see, is there an opportunity for Jonas to get past? He does, a Drillo is out in the pit lane though.
Yep, going for it. Can he send a move? He can't, not close enough yet to make any moves, but he is closing in at a rapid pace on those mediums. Almost able to go on the outside there. Rageman, 3-second time penalty for the track limits. He is losing massive amount of time, especially to Lawrence. It's 11.18 seconds out in front. It's almost 12 now. He's losing a couple tenths a lap.
Yep, let's see now. Jonas, does he have an opportunity to one? Maybe just be a tiny bit too far back. Maybe in turn 7, I think.
Who's spun? Oh, that's not. It's 9. It's spun 9. Never mind. Don't worry about that yellow flag. It's gone by Hooky.
Yep.
Actually, no, it's Quinn. He's into the pits.
Yep, Hooky is in. And now let's see if Jonas can get a good exit. He has got a good exit. And I think he'll be making another move now. DRS, ERS. And he's going to be able to get through. Easy move to move up into second.
Up in the second place now for him.
Yep. Hooky's into the pits as well. Onto a set of mediums. He goes. And he'll be trying to drive in clean air and set some good sectors as that. Matthias will be trying to make a move on Raging.
Just hitting L2 and scrolling up through the drivers, you can just hear all the engine sounds. It sounds really good, I can't lie.
I haven't actually put the game sound that much up.
Oh, I need to have it high half the time. Otherwise comms can't hear it. Yeah, it wasn't Riley's day today.
Yep, unfortunately. Hopefully he has a better time next time out. As let's see. Into the last 2 corners, Matthias. Does he have an opportunity to one? Maybe a tiny bit too far back, unless he goes for the latest dive bomb. No, he's going to be a bit too far back. If he gets close, an opportunity maybe into turn number 7.
Oh, almost running wide there. Here goes into the pits. Nick is back up into P5 even after a spin. I don't think Matthias is close enough this time round.
Yep, may not be close enough again.
4 chances, the gap, and into 7. He is not close enough to make a move there at least. Trundles is getting back within DRS range of a buzzer, who receives a time penalty. That is for track limits, 3rd one today, I think. 6 tenths.
One more.
Oh no! Rageman's spun line.
Round. Yep, he's round.
That's a spun line. He needs to get out of the way of Nick quickly. He is out of the way at least.
Yep, unfortunate for him. And he's lost time and given the position to Matthias. That way, I don't think anyone's too close to each other for a move. Trunders, I think, getting inside almost that 1 second. So he'll be the closest person to make a move.
Yeah, it's only 9/10 of a second. This battle for P8, but he isn't close enough with the DRS range.
Yep, he'll need to just get a tiny bit more close, and then he'll have an opportunity to make a move as the regiment's in. Yep.
This, I think, is for wing change, or it may just be a stop. That's no wing change there, actually. Does he have damage? I need you to check that. Is still trying to close in to Baza, get within that DRS range and keep moving closer up the field. It's now it was 1.2, it's now down to less than 8. He's got the DRS now. But as well as that, Giggle's got DRS on Regiment. He's going for it here. He's got the speed that he wants. 30% EOS left. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's going for it. Taking outside line. Oh, contact between them. He's hitting the wall, but he is staying with them at least for now. Through 8 he goes. Can he close back in towards Regiment and get past the Aston Martin? Has he got damage from that little collision into the wall?
Don't think anything's come up on pass. Yep,
Hookie's closed in.
Yep, he has.
Now 4/10 of a second. It's less than 4/10, it's almost 3. Taking a bit of a wide line.
Yep, could Hookie maybe, if these two get too close and run themselves a tiny bit wide, then maybe could Hookie mug them both and take 2 and 1? We'll see. As the racing getting a tiny bit more bargy as Nick into the pits.
Is this a schedule stop or is this for wing damage?
Schedule, I think. Onto set of mediums.
They will last to the end.
As Kinjin is also in.
Last.
Kinjin is in as well.
Yeah, while he's after session, he's already doing
Mason as well. And Mason.
Yeah, Johnson as well. Is anyone else coming on this lap? I don't think so. But coming out the pits is Nick, and he is behind Giggle. And alongside Hookie. This time around, he's not shoved to a wall.
Yep. So.
But this train now is from P4 down to P9.
Regiment, the one trying to make a move up the inside, can't make the move there.
Can't go for the move there. I think Trunder's ran a little bit wide as well, getting closer to Baza. We've now got a 6-car fight for P4. Does anyone still need to make their pit stops? It's the top 2 of them needing to. Regiment's trying to go for their Hookie as well. He can't go for it. It's too close.
Yeah, also Kinjin came in due to damage. That's what it's saying on.
Oh, Trunder's right, Trunder's right.
No, Trunder.
That might be a safety car. It's a full safety car.
It's the full safety car. We needed some more drama in this race. We've got it, and I was actually looking at the task at the time, just to inform you about Kinjin, so I didn't actually get to see it, but it looks like he's gone into the wall.
Yeah, getting on the curb down at turn 12. As you see, we're going through a Mason here. Getting on that curb there, set the car off.
Yep, let's see, is anyone going to be making a pit stop now?
Baza and Regiment should take this opportunity too. They still need to make one. Who else needs to? The top 4 at the moment. Baza's in.
Yep.
Oh, getting on that curb. Getting on that curb massively. Still the top 3. They're still in the Delta. They've passed the safety car already, meaning they can make another pit stop without being tangled up with the rest of the pack.
Yep. So we're gonna see them making a pit stop. I think this lap, as we see Lawrence making his way into the last few corners of this racetrack, and then he'll be able to come in.
King's also in the pits.
Yeah,
he could have been locked. Could have been lapped in this race.
Yep.
Lawrence is in.
This is gonna be a very... I guess this is gonna be now a very interesting ending with everyone bunched up. As you can see, Lawrence in, Jonas in, and I think Matthias will also be joining them.
Yeah.
As Lawrence onto another set of mediums, and Jonas will most likely be onto another set of mediums as well. Or is it? No, it's a set of softs.
Oh. He's on soft. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Right, okay, so we're gonna have Jonas maybe on the attack on Lawrence now. This is gonna be interesting. And Matthias on the soft as well. This is gonna be, I guess, now a brilliant race to the end. Just like we started with a lot of different strategy. We're gonna have Mora's Rageman. He's gonna stay. He obviously just pit onto some medium, so no point for him to come in unless he wants to move on to self soft. But I think he's happy with those mediums. But they will be a bit more weird compared to Lawrence. Baz has gone onto a set of hards. And then we have Quinn and King onto a set of mediums as well. And then Kinjin on hards. And then John on the mediums. And Nick as well on the mediums. So this is going to be hopefully a brilliant finish. As has Lawrence catch the safety car? Yes, he has. He must have done that earlier on. As the field will start bunching up, and then we will be able to go racing once more around Marina Bay.
Yeah, and since we've got a safety car now, I'm taking this opportunity to have a drink because I really need to after all of that. Problem is, I've almost finished my can. That's not good.
Yep, I've also had a chance now to take a tiny bit of a drink as well.
I just missed a bit. Of course I did. I still don't know why, but for some reason there's a stool in this room because of where my PlayStation is. My sister keeps playing. I keeps bringing a stool in, even though there's a chair to sit on. I have no idea if anyone should, but I've just walked in my room and put the stone on, and the cat just meows at me. I was like, what are you doing here?
Yep. This is gonna be... Now, who do you think's gonna win? Now we can give our prediction. Who do you think? Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't think it's gonna be Jonas and Matthias, because they're on softs, and I don't think they're lasting to the end.
Unless we see the Alonso defense. Like them getting past and then defending for their life. Who should I go for? I think I'll just go
Lawrence.
for. I'm just gonna go for Matthias.
I want to say Lawrence. He's dominated this entire race.
Yeah, I'm going for Matthias because I feel like he's just gonna. I have a feeling Jonas and Lawrence will get very close because I think Jonas may be able to go for an attempt straight away on the soft. You never know. Well, I want to just go a tiny bit more bold and go for Matthias.
You never know. Still waiting for King to catch up though, and hopefully we can get back on the way.
Safety cars coming in this lap.
With the safety car in on this lap now, Lawrence is going to lead the pack through sector 3 control that pace and go when he wants to. But it needs to be between 20 and 23, or he could even leave it right to the line.
I mean, he could if he wants to catch the others out, but we're gonna have to find out what will happen. Obviously, no DRS, but 2 laps after the safety car. This is gonna be quite the ending. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a tiny bit of a sprint to the end now. Obviously, we do have about quite a few more laps remaining, but it's gonna be a bit of a sprint to the end as Lawrence has gone.
Hasn't gone yet.
Nope,
he's trying to go, and he is gone now. He is gone. He's got a 5/10 gap over Jonas already. He is going for it now. Trying to lead him away to take this victory again. Can he get 2 in a row? Or is he going to be beaten out here in Singapore? We'll find out in the final 8 laps now. As we head down towards turn number 5. Who's got the speed to try and get a move done? I think down in the background, no one is close enough, and that's a King. He's trying to go for it here, but he isn't able to. But up in front is Jonas with a 4/10 gap. He's not close enough to try to get any moves done yet. He is still closing in on those softs, making use of them early on before they die off, but need to look towards the back with Nick and Hooky side by side through 8 and in towards 9, almost getting back past there, but he couldn't do it. He's only down the 7th now, and he's going to have to try and fight his way back up with those worn tyres. As well as King, he's trying to go for this move on Quinn as early as he can, get through this pack. Remember, Kingdon is up ahead with hard compounded tyres, needs to close in pretty quickly.
Yep, so that was quite close, and now you can see Jonas is putting Lawrence under pressure, and obviously no DRS yet, but when it does open he will have an advantage. As we now see, can Jonas make the move even before DRS comes? But this is going to be so close now between the top 3 in this race. Let's see what happens as King gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings of track limits.
Yeah, multiple warnings. Here. He is still closing in. Quinn is trying to close. Nick is trying to go for it, actually. I've just seen that. He is 0.2 of a second. But he is not close enough.
Yep. So
0.3 of a second up in front. Is he going for it? Is he going for it here in towards 7? He's not close enough to go for it. But he is closing in. I think King might be able to do it this time around. Slipstream heaven here down towards 7. That last round.
Yeah, there was a
nice.
lot of curb usage. Yep, a lot of curb usage as well there for Jonas, and they're kind of pulling away from the tyres. So this is becoming a 2-horse race now. Let's
Quinn's
see.
going for it, spun round. But King, he's trying to go for it, trying to get past both of them. He's got past one. Can he get the other? Quinn keeping it clean as well, keeping those moves clean. He's not close enough yet. Jonas is a time penalty.
Jonas. Well, that will have a big impact now. But I think he's still going to push on and try and get this move done anyway, because you never know, Lawrence could get a penalty, or maybe Matthias could overtake him, and then they can maybe try and push away. So this one still isn't over, but Jonas needs to get the move done as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's 0.4 of a second now.
And DRS is also enabled.
DRS enabled down towards 7. He's going to have the best opportunity to try and overtake here now. 3 tenths is the gap. Less than 3 actually. He is trying to go for it.
Yep, he needs to get a good exit now, and then if he's got a good exit, he will have an opportunity with the DRS and the
King
DRS.
on the inside of 1, spun mind. King trying to go on the inside of 1, getting the spun line, but Jonas trying to take the outside line, go for a switch back here. He isn't close enough at all to try and get it. Not close enough. It's 0.4 of a gap, but down in towards 1.
Yep, Nick couldn't do it either. Nick couldn't get past Giggle.
Yeah, King trying to go for it, spun himself and Quinn around.
Yep. Now, is this another opportunity? Jonas needs a good exit now if he wants to try and make the move done.
It's 3 tenths.
I don't think he can do it
It's
now.
5 tenths. It's moved up to. He's not close enough to go for it. But Nick, he could have this chance here. It's 4 tenths of a second. Is he closing in fast enough to do it? He is not. He's not close enough in towards 14. So he's going to have to wait again until 1 or 7, depending on where he's got the overspeed compared to Giggle. He is still closing in 4 tenths of a second, taking a lot of curb there. Making sure not to hit those walls, but Matthias is still within DRS range of Jonas, so he could be able to points if either makes a mistake. And now, down into 1, can Jonas go for the move? He's not close enough there yet. He's got 2 tenths of a second to try to make up before he can go for it. Nick, time penalty for track limits. As we see.
Yeah, this is going to be very tight.
And into 5.
He'll need a good exit.
He needs a good exit here. It's just 3 tenths of a second. I think he might have had it. This time around, 50% ERS. Burn the ERS. Just go for the move if he can. But he's going to take the outside line. Is he fast enough? He's not. He can't do it.
Yep, can't make the move once more. Lawrence currently is being able to hold off, as I think we have a spin for Quinn.
It is. It's Quinn. Spun round up 22. Nick is trying to go for it as well, but he can't do it. Simultaneously, 2 battles going on for high points in this race. But neither can go for a move. But John is closing in, but he's just lost out on 5 tenths of a second to Buzzer.
Yeah, this is so tight now. And you can see, I think, Jonas' tire wear will be kicking in soon. He needs to get the move done next lap. I think he has to by now. Let's see. He'll need some good exits. And can Matthias maybe try and also fight back? Now let's see. Can he get the move done into 1? He'll need a good exit out of the last few corners of the Marina Bay Street circuit. He'll need a good exit coming out of the last 2, using a lot of curb, DRS. But I don't think they'll be close enough unless it's a late lunge.
3 tenths is the gap. He couldn't get the exit out of 23 that he wanted. Can Nick go for it this time around? Got 3 tenths of a second. Down towards 1. Can he go for it here? He isn't close enough at all. It's only 2 tenths of a second. He needs under 1 if he wants to even try a move. But he's going to have to try it. Down towards 7, but that's a half spin for Giggle. He's lost out in that position. He's going to lose out the hooky as well here, I think.
Here comes Jonas.
But Jonas on the outside this time around. Can he go for it? He's pushed off track. He might be able to do it towards 8, but he can't. He's not close enough. Lawrence fighting with all his tire life that he has left to try and keep this win here.
Yeah, this is a brilliant battle. As you can see, Jonas knew that he's through the corners. He doesn't have that much anywhere an advantage, so he knows he has to get the move done. Basically any opportunity, so he used his ERS and he's running out. As you can see, he's now really pushing, using a lot of curb, and now once more, could he have an opportunity? He's a tiny bit too far back, and Matthias once again is closing in, but he won't be able to have an attempt. Currently on Jonas, still a tiny bit too far back, but this battle is very close.
Yeah, and the battle for P8 is ongoing as well, so we've got, I think, 3 battles ongoing. King then spun round. But he is gotten going again, but the battle for P8 is still going on. John trying to close in to the back of Buzzer. He isn't close enough to do it here. He is trying for it, but he is not close enough, as well as Hooky trying to go for it on Giggle. Quinn spun round, and that's at 9. But with the speed that they have, it's not close enough.
Jonas needs a good exit now. If he wants to be able to make the move into turn number 7, it's going to be close, I think, once more, but he won't have as much ERS anymore. He needs a good exit. Does he get it? And he's going to use the ERS. Can he have it with the DRS open as well?
He's not close enough to go for it yet. He's not close enough. He's going to try it though. Round the outside. Switch back it. Can he go for it into 8? He's not close enough yet. He's still trying to go for it though. In towards 8 and then towards 9 now. Gonna move to that battle for P8 at the moment. John closing in, using all that EOS, using the DOS as 0.2 of a second. Keep an eye on the battle for 1 for me, but he's gonna go for it. On the outside, he switches it, but can he go for it? Trying to switch it here to the outside for 8 and just stick it behind. He's gone too deep there, and he's gonna have to stay back for now. And he's having to sit back in 9, but Baz has got a bad exit, and he's hit the wall slightly, just backing off.
Yep, and I think Jonas's tires might have just gone. I think Jonas's tires might have just fallen off now.
As Matthias is closing in.
Yep. Matthias has been saving his ERS and stuff. Now he has the most ERS. He has 90 compared to the top 2.
He's almost got 100 actually.
It.
Just sitting within the DRS range. Who's that? That's King having a bad exit. He may have some damage. Keep an eye on the charts if he can, please. But Jonas has... Matthias actually fallen out of the DRS range. He's not in it again. Using that EOS is not what he's doing. Hooky has gone into... Actually, no, that's John. Has hit the wall, I think, down at 18. The bridge section. But down towards 7. Can Jonas get this move done? No, you've got 2 laps of racing to go after this. The final 2 laps of this race. King, another time penalty for track limits. It's still ongoing, it's 0.4 of a second. But Hooky is trying to get it done on Giggle as well. It's 0.3 here for the battle with P6. He isn't able to close in enough.
Yep, let's see then. Jonas will get another DRS. I don't think he gets a good exit out of here normally, so I think actually it's not that bad. Actually, he does lose some time, so let's see. He'll be able to get close, and then maybe I think turn number 7 seems to be his best overtaking opportunity.
Quinn spun on again. I think that's Rageman's spun at the hairpin. It is. He's spun at the hairpin. He's down to P7. So this battle's now going on for P5. Down the inside, switching it back. Has he got it done? He has got it done. He's up in the P5 now, but he needs to pull a gap out because he's got those time penalties, as Giggle has 0 time penalties to his name at the moment. He's going to gain massively if Hooky can't pull that gap out. But Jonas up in front, it's a 0.3 gap. Can he go for it here? He's not close enough at all, so he's going to have to sit behind just for now. Just sitting behind 0.3 of a second into the penultimate lap of this race. Penultimate time, getting the DRS down towards 7. Can he go for it here? It's time for him to burn that energy and just go for it if he can. 0.4 of a second. He's not closing in enough anymore. Those tyres are dying at this stage. They're 9 laps old. Mediums do not last that long unless you're on the safety car, which is going to struggle for massively now.
Yep, could be. I think maybe he didn't deploy all of the ERS because he could be going for it on the final lap of this race. He will need to make sure all of the corners are perfect. He gets a good exit out of the last 2 corners, which gives him a good run into 1 to get close. And then turn number 7, and we'll be heading on to the final lap. This is going to get very close. He'll have another DRS to get close. I think Lawrence might just be trying to pull away now.
Yeah, Lawrence trying to pull away, but the battle for P5 is still ongoing. Giggle within 0.4 of a second, Rageman within 0.5 of a second. Who's going to be the one to get those positions back now? DRS for both Giggle and Rageman. He's going for it though. He goes in just quiet enough, but the gap out in front, it's opened up to a second now. Jonas is losing the DRS at this stage. Can he close in here? He's just about managed to get it, so he is going to have it on the final lap of this race now. On the lap 31 of 31, can Lawrence win out here in Singapore? He just needs to get this lap done, completed, and with no warnings. Can he do this here? I think Jonas may have damage as well. As I've just seen, that end plate didn't look like it's completely skewed on, but down at the back, Rageman is trying to go for it on Giggle. Can he go for it here on the outside of 1? He isn't close enough to go when he moves, but he is just sitting behind for now. Jonas burning that energy with 0.3 of a second. He isn't closing in just quite enough. But Lawrence has got a bad exit then. Matthias has spun round. That's on the exit of 7. Ridgeman getting himself a time penalty as well. 0.5 of a second. Can he close in quite enough? Giggle's going for it on Hookie. He's on the inside. Hookie staying on the outside. Who's getting the better exit? Hookie onto the curb. Ridgeman taking advantage of that as well. He's up in the P6. Can he keep that position? But now we look back to the battle for P1. Lawrence has pulled out again. That's the final chance that he really gets for an overtake, as well as Nick. He's going to go for it on Matthias this time around. Has he got what it takes here to get up into the podium places down the inside of 14? He can't go for it yet, but he is just trying to stick it out here. Has he got the exit that he wants? He doesn't. He's just going to sit behind because he can't close in just quite enough, unless he can go for it here. But as we look to the front of the field, it's going to be Lawrence and Mercedes to win here in Singapore. 2 in a row for him. He has got this win. But as we still look to the battle for P3, Nick is trying to go for it here down the inside, but he's had to back out of it. He's losing that time. He's losing that place, and he can't get into P3. Battle for P5 still ongoing. He is not able to get it. Ridgeman's going to have to settle for 6th, I think, and Giggle taking P5 here in this race. Battle at the back for P8 isn't ongoing anymore as Dion has pulled out too far, but he's going to gain it on time penalties to Baza. Rounding the final corner. Is he close enough to keep these penalties? Who's going to get position? It's going to be Baza. So it's a 7-8 for McLaren. And King Jen taking P10, winning for King to cross the line. He'll take P11, and I'll just need a little break before Quinn cross the line. Jeez.
Well, that was an exciting ending. Jonas couldn't go for it right at the last lap, but he gave it his best, and he wasn't going to win anyway due to the penalty. But I think what he would have been trying is to get the move done earlier and then extend his advantage a tiny bit, but he wasn't even able to get past. And good defending there by Lawrence, good attacking there by Jonas, and he tried his best coming out of the last 2 corners to get a good exit, which closed into 1, and then gave him an attempt into turn 7. What a fantastic race, and I think well done to all the drivers.
Yeah, Quinn crossing the line. I have just lost my voice again. Quinn spinning it wide. He's gonna do it, but he needs to cross the line before he gets a disqualified as well. I think he is okay. And he does. He takes P12 in this race in the final point scoring position. Oh dude, Jess, if you've been in this stream the entire time, you can tell I've just completely lost my voice there. But it is going to be Lawrence coming out onto the podium, taking P1, taking that top step. And he's going to be happy with that one. 2 in a row. For the man in the Merc. They just lost their head of strategist today. But Lawrence is able to make his own and take the win here. And it is Lawrence taking P1 from P3 on the grid, and Jonas P2, and Matthias P3. It's 2 Swedes on the podium. It's an Englishman as well. That's going to be them. Nick P4, Giggle, Ridgeman, Hookie, Jean, Baza, King Jen, King, and Quinn finish out your point scoring and all your finishers, and then Thunders, Adrillo, Riley, and Rudy, all your non-finishers here in the P3 tier in Singapore. Driver of the day, I'm taking the obvious one straight away before you can take it. I'm taking Jonas.
Right, okay. Let's see who we can go for.
Who would you say?
I don't actually have anyone in mind, so I'll just quickly, once again, look back. The thing just disappeared. Hold on, let me get it back up.
While you're trying to decide who to pick for driver of the day, I was saying my question, to be honest. A engine penalty starting from P15, first pit stop, you were up in the top 5, I think, and then second, you pit on the safety car. Did you expect to try and get even into the podium places, or are we just expecting points here in Singapore?
Right, okay, I think I've made my decision. I'll go for Jonas then.
You can't take the same.
Well, hold on, who did you go for? Did you go for Lawrence?
I went for Jonas.
Oh, okay, I'll go for Lawrence then. I thought you went for Jonas. Anyway, I'll go for Lawrence then. Okay, my question is, so when the safety car came out, first of all, how did he feel? So, like, how did he feel? And were you debating to switch onto a set of softs or mediums? Basically, was it all, okay, let's try again. So, also, did you want to start? Okay, let me try for the last time, hopefully. Was your plan under the safety car to always go on the soft? So on the spot, what did you decide? Did you think, were you debating between soft or mediums, or did you always knew you wanted to go on the mediums? Right, that took longer than expected, but I got it out of the way.
Try. So you did get that done. That has been us in the P32. One last ramble through the sponsors and partners. I'm supposing you don't have it up again. You don't.
Let me try. Okay, but my computer's probably slow. I'll go back on Discord, and Discord's gonna load first. I think you'll go. I think you can go for it, and then
sponsors here in One Hub Racing, Next Level Racing, providing the prizes. Pure Sim Gear also providing a prize. Gamergoo provides samples of trophy winners. Aztec Sim Sports provide 2 prizes to 2 different drivers, or it may even be the same driver, depending on what. Well, who gets the most podium? It's not the most podiums, actually. It's the most fastest laps and the most poles, I'd say it really is. And then your partners are Vespertine with Artificial Power. ERT provides the league trophies, and SimGrid. We run the league and community through them. We're thankful for everyone sponsoring us and partnering with us.
Yep.
And for one last time here in One Hub Racing, we're going to say, well, one last time in this stream at least. That has been everything for myself, Ace, and Amaze. Any final words for the stream?
Are you joining us next week? I think you told me this, but
I unfortunately will not be here next week.
Yep, unfortunately.
So, well, for the really first time, I won't be here for a race. You are gonna either have to, well, stick around alone, or you may be able to get one of the other ones in to help. I'm not too sure yet. That will probably be decided during the next week.
It'll be sorted. Yeah, it'll be sorted across the week.
next time out, we're going to go to Spa for a sprint race, which unfortunately I will have to miss. But that's been everything for myself and Ace, myself, Ace, and Elmise. We will see you. Well, at least Elmise will. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. Head on over to the P2 stream with only more tonight come not here, and then also head over maybe to the Twitch. I'm not too sure if Evan is streaming. I think the stream may have just gone up. It has. Head over to the Twitch if you want to head out the P1 tier. It is Evan and it is Bazza. We'll see you all next week for Spa. Goodbye and